DJ Cyber's with us.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you guys having a good time.
We were always the fun guys, just don't give a what vibe. Life is a bliss and we alright. So many believers, it's about time. And other people say we couldn't make it back die. Malibonga Ridge on the come up. Culture life is so stunner. And it could be the middle of April, but we always make it feel like the summer.
In South Africa, the month of October celebrates World Habitat Month, a time when we raise awareness about the urgent need for safe, dignified and accessible housing, especially among the poor and marginalized.
Now we gon' be alright.
In support of this national imperative, KEDEVCO, a subsidiary of the Basil Reed Group, is at the forefront of a movement to upgrade and formalize informal settlements, providing effective housing solutions for all our citizens.
I wish that life was just like this every day. I wish that life was just like this every day.
Together with their stakeholders from the City of Johannesburg and the Gauteng Department of Human Settlements, KEDEVCO has had great success in achieving this important goal. That's why they recently invited guests and community members to celebrate the progress on their latest development at Malibongwe Ridge. Hosted by MC Sugar Smacks, the theme of the event was Born with Dignity.
We'd like to welcome everybody to today's event, of course, Malibongwe Ridge.
It was a heartwarming experience to hear inspirational, personal stories from the local community who are all looking to Malibongwe Ridge as a way to transform the impoverished community.
Sure, it's very hard because, you know, we haven't got electricity.
I like to work with kids. I like them to experience a lot of things that I couldn't have myself.
If I can get a house, I believe that I can just fulfill my dream, each and everything that I'm thinking in my mind.
These housing developments are not just meant to house people, but they're meant to improve the lives of the people on the ground, to ensure that they stay in livable communities. They are able to have schools in those communities, they have public amenities in those communities, they've got clinics in those communities, they've got halls in those communities. This is exactly what we have done in Cosmos City, and this is exactly what we want to see happening in Malibongwe here.
So, in honor of KEDEVCO's achievements, let's take a closer look at Malibongwe Ridge to see just how far they've come. Located in the north of Johannesburg, close to Lanseria Airport and within the growing Krugersdorp Centurion Pretoria corridor, Malibongwe Ridge is an extension to the Cosmos City development and promises to deliver 5,514 housing units across 164 hectares. More specifically, the goal is to replace the informal settlement of Itsoseng with a range of new, innovative housing units that will provide a stable home base from which the community can uplift themselves.
This was a farm because when we arriving here, we were just grouping each other, squatting by the soccer ground up there. And then each line, like the way you see the stand are staying, it's the way the peach trees they were. So each line, and then we occupied by each stand, following a road, and then we make houses. It's the same like the peach trees used to be.
Our main challenges here is there are people who are drinking and they do their things that are not good for the kids. So maybe if we can be at the houses, there will be electricity so that the kids can play their games inside. Because some of them, in their young age, they are even drinking now as they see that as a good thing when they see it happening outside here.
By creating a sustainable, mixed-use integrated development in line with the government's BNG strategy, Malibongwe Ridge is going to offer the residents of Itsoseng an opportunity to step up into a healthy living environment that has all the facilities a modern community deserves.
People will be able to wake up in the morning, walk up to the shops, catch a taxi if you need to, don't travel for 4 hours to get to work, and you can go to the industrial area that we have across the road and find employment there.
Today, the first 489 fully subsidized stands in Phase 1 are nearing completion. And With the continued commitment from KADEVCO's infrastructure suppliers and other stakeholders, many more housing units will be phased in. With so much at stake, a highlight of the Born with Dignity event was when everyone climbed into the tuk-tuks for a grand tour of the new housing units. Featuring a unique design, these future homes will include duplexes and standalone houses for the elderly, symbolizing the hopes and dreams of an entire community. This is exactly the goal of the City of Johannesburg's formalization and upgrading of informal settlements program.
There is an estimated 320,000 informal dwelling units in the City of Johannesburg. The rapid urbanization challenge we are currently facing as a city requires immediate and long-term strategic responses in terms of accommodating future residential growth across all income groups in the city.
But Malibongwe Ridge isn't just about providing a roof over people's heads. It is a fully realized blueprint for creating a functional community that will have easy access to creches, schools, clinics, churches, parks, transport routes, as well as retail and commercial opportunities. The development is also creating jobs within itself, with an estimated 11,000 employment opportunities available during construction and 5,600 jobs post-construction.
All along I was searching for a better place where I can get work. Now I'm working. I'm working at the company called ISS, stand for Inquest Security Services. I'm guarding at Beza Ridge.
Supporting the educational growth of the youngest members of this economically distressed community is another priority, and a solid infrastructure of creches and schools is being put in place to provide children with the support they need to flourish.
My first priority, I need a piece of land for the children with a proper structure. I need the center to be nice and clean and healthy hygiene.
We know that currently in Intusen there's about 11 creches, and because of the formalization exercise, we're pulling all of these people together, and we will have sites that we've designated for those creches, and our children can go there and attend their pre-primary studies.
Malibongwe Ridge is also about respecting the environment by using eco-friendly designs and construction methods. Establishing integrated spaces for urban agriculture and many other greening initiatives are also on the cards. It's all part of KADEVCO's strategy to empower community members.
My dream is to become an entrepreneur, somebody that will bring new opportunity within the community, something that can help everybody.
To improve further the socio-economic impact of Malibongwe Ridge, sports and recreational facilities are also being developed. These will provide an opportunity for the young and old to get involved with healthy group activities.
I want the soccer field, if you can do for us a good one and maybe sponsor them with some kits, because soccer is keeping them busy.
And I'd also like to call on to stage Mr. Perry Quinn to help us hand over a lovely gift of soccer kits that are now going to be donated to the beautiful, now established and officially known as Malibongwe Ridge Soccer Team.
To all the boys here in front, I think to these two gentlemen, the coaches, for what they do as an example for all of us. The time and the effort they put in to give this to the community.
A highlight of the Born with Dignity event was when the local boys soccer team received a brand new sports kit, much to everyone's excitement.
I wish that life was just like this every day. I wish that life was just like this every day.
After an amazing afternoon filled with music, speeches, food, and the specially composed Malibongwe Ridge song, stakeholders in the project came together to sign a pledge that reaffirmed their commitment to the people of Malibongwe Ridge. All in all, the Born with Dignity event was a fitting celebration of all that KADEVCO has achieved in collaboration with its partners and suppliers.
We must never forget that you have a moral and governance obligation to realize these dreams and aspirations of the poor and the marginalized in our society.
Now, all these beautiful things that we're talking about and the colorful houses that we've seen could not have been realized had it not been because of partners that we have.
We need to work together, forming partnerships and initiating projects and programs that improve the lives of our people and eliminate poverty and unsafe environments.
Believe you me, those that are familiar with development processes, it gets to be so difficult sometimes. But what gives us the comfort and the confirmation that what we're doing is the right thing is coming out of those war rooms and we can still hold hands in an event like this today.
There is nothing more satisfying than having affordable, decent accommodation along transport routes with safe and healthy environments that support the cultures and heritage of our people.
Malibongwe Ridge is an outstanding development that is going to usher in a new age for the residents of Itsoseng. And with the ongoing support and tireless efforts of KADEVCO, Basil Reid, the City of Johannesburg and other stakeholders, we are confident that this community will soon be living in the safe, dignified and reliable homes that they so deserve.
Kami ribatla munati fera Aspilisane ngoba with dignity it's plain to see we're coming home like Rounder
I wish that life was just like this every day. I wish that life was just like this every day.
Thank you so much. You guys have been a great card.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day, people.